he got a super sledge to the dome.
He did get a super sledge to the dome.
Game over, bro.
And then he hit the ground.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times you guys watched it, but I watched it again and I was like, there's no blood on the ground. And if he's modeled after Xander Harkness from the game, then he's actually a synth. Welcome to Adaptation, where we break down game-to-screen adaptations and ask whether they actually got it right. I'm pretty sure that episode 3 is now the best episode of season 2.
I would have to agree, but it's not a really high bar they've set in the season 2 catalog yet, is it?
Not really, no.
But this was probably more on par with those season 1 episodes, I'm going to have to say.
I would agree with that. It felt like season 1 for sure.
Yeah.
Felt like season 2, episode 3.
It did feel like season 2, episode 3, but it felt like it would have fit as season 2, episode 1, and we could have just cut the shit.
I didn't like that they didn't really explore Norm.
Oh God, stop with Norm. Nobody likes Norm. Nobody wants to talk about Norm. I'm thankful that Norm wasn't in this episode.
Do you think they maybe figured that out?
I hope they figure something out with him. Just leave him off screen.
I think we didn't see Norm, and we didn't see Hank.
Nope.
And I'm gonna say it was for the best.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see Hank though.
They, again, I think Hank's pieces could be like a credits jam of him just doing stuff like that. I was thinking about, because I think in this episode they did the end credit. They were just going through some pictures.
Mhm.
In the episode 2 and 1, realistically, they could have just had him doing those things without any dialogue in the credits. You know what I mean? Like, it could have just been him fiddling around, driving back and forth for the mice. It didn't matter how many times.
Hell, they could have had a silent section where they split the screen, had two things happening at the same time, and it would have worked better than what they did.
Oh, that would have worked
Yeah.
really well.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like with the mice,
A little
it
bit
could
of
just be
music.
like explosion, 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 explosion.
Yeah.
Instead of going back and forth.
And
with
then
the
right
mice.
as just before they cut to the actual black credits, they could have had him with that scene with the human subject.
Yeah.
And then
So I don't want to
Pretty
get too far into discussing last episode.
No.
by
No,
all
no,
means.
let's talk about this one.
because we're going to talk about this episode, because this episode was good.
All in all, it wasn't. I don't think it was the banger I was hoping
No.
for, but I think it was much, much better.
Yeah.
It told me stories I cared about.
Right.
Anytime that I get a chance to see Cooper's story,
Yep.
I'm thrilled.
Yep.
Let's talk about that.
Him and the dog.
Him and the dog.
When he's laying there talking dog meat, and then after petting his face.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God.
And also him saying, sorry, I don't get to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It is truly his companion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
He's letting
sure.
it out. He's letting it go.
Yeah.
Man's best friend, Ghoul's best friend.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Dog
sure.
meat.
He is showing some care.
Yeah.
In this episode.
Yeah.
Bit of character shift. We're seeing it.
I like it.
Lucy's rubbing off on him.
A little bit. Although I think him saving her had to do more with he's gonna need her down the road.
Well, he did say that.
I think there was more care than you think there.
I think he's trying to convince himself that he's still a hardened prick.
Okay.
And that that's his excuse to himself. Like, he's lying to himself almost.
First off, I would like to say that cutting back and forth between him as a ghoul and him and his backstory and the story that was told by his friend really helped those scenes progress a lot and set that feeling that you needed. And that smile when he lifts Lucy up, he's kind of got a bit of a grin on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that he's caring about her more. She's growing on him.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And how many people are you actually, how badly do you need one person to accomplish your goals? Are you going to walk into a Legion encampment and just wander through and trade information for one? I mean, he did obviously want to blow them up and gave them some basic false information, I think, but
he had already assessed the risk beforehand, went off to try to find more people, when he was unsuccessful, still went in
Yeah.
alone.
What's up with the NCR, by the way? Like, where? So, like, he goes to the thing, and they're just not there.
Yeah, it seems like they're pretty much gone at this point.
At least this
Did you-
faction.
Just those 2 holdouts.
Yeah,
Right.
Two.
yeah. And this one, so these ones used to be Rangers.
Yeah.
And then they joined the NCR. So like, no wonder they're still alive. They know what they're doing out there. But they said that they were cut off from like the main, NCR
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, so they're dwindling quite
but
a
like,
bit.
is that group still there? Like, are they still alive?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. The only thing I can tell you is how excited I was when I saw Victor.
Victor.
I may have squealed out loud.
Yeah.
And slapped my wife.
when
you
he
remember?
walks
When
into
I was
the
like,
NCR.
that's actually Victor, right down to the
Um,
stutter.
It's just great to see more bots in this
Yeah.
show.
Well, and it was funny because we mentioned it, I think, last episode when we were talking about needs to be more bots, needs to be more like bugs, creatures, and things like that. And that
Mhm.
post credits or the during the credits scene piece had a whole bunch of rad roaches
Yeah, I
and stuff
saw
too,
that.
which is kind of nice.
That was actually quite an interesting outro kind of image
Yeah.
for that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like that too. And like, if you slow it down, you could see like the tips of missiles.
Yeah.
Right? And you could see all the rad roaches. And then it comes out and it says Robco. And you're like, oh, that's his defense silo.
Yeah, there was a ton of Easter eggs just in that little
Yeah.
slide out clip.
Yeah.
But the robots, I think we need to see more of. I'd love to see a Mr. Handy.
Yeah.
Or a robot of some. I know they're not all called that, but they have similar designs.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Handy is a Mr. Handy. I think they just call them different
Yeah,
stuff
but
depending on
you
what
know
they're
what I
doing
mean.
or
You know
whatever,
what I mean.
right? Yeah.
And
yeah,
everybody listening would know what I mean.
I want to see a sentry bot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Assaultron.
Ooh, an assault.
Yeah, I'd
No,
like to
thank
see
you.
a lot of those curvier bots.
Well, an Assaultron's a curvier bot for
Yeah.
you, really. Just to go back to Victor really quickly, this was the resiest episode because you guys might not get it, but Victor is a character from a movie called Smoke Signals, and it's just a really res-based story.
Now is
And
that
then we had
referencing that?
Huh? I know. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But we did get William Knifeman. For those of you who don't know, that's the same actor that played his war buddy there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
William
He
Knife
played
Man.
Charlie.
Cool.
It's just fun for a res guy to
Yeah, that's
see
that's
res
cool.
stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
happy for you.
that's cool.
I'm happy for you. I'd like to talk a little bit more about the ghoul.
The ghoul.
When he was laying there, did he cut the infection out of himself?
Yeah, he cut like
Yeah.
infected flesh out of his leg.
Like, to be a ghoul, eh?
That was pretty baller.
That was insane.
He seems to still be suffering from it slightly, or is that just a lack of the chemicals that he needs to live?
I think he's suffering from it because he didn't like cut out all the infection, right?
Yeah,
But enough that his
Body could heal
Body
or
could-
resist.
hopefully recover.
he's
I don't
got a
know
bit
how
of a
ghouls
limp.
work that way.
Well, ghouls don't heal as quickly as like a super mutant or anything, but
That's a really good point. That ghouls don't heal like that, which brings me into Thaddeus. Thaddeus, remember when he got shot with the arrow?
Yeah.
And then he pulled it out, and Maximus was like, "Oh, I think you're becoming a ghoul." It healed immediately,
yeah, it was really
and ghouls don't do that, but super mutants do.
like Wolverine style.
There is a theory that Thaddeus is actually a super mutant.
I would love to see a super mutant.
That would be really cool.
And he would be a hilarious super mutant too, because he's not the classic big burly brutish super mutants that we all know, but like
Yeah.
kind of like a goofy character.
Yeah.
So to have a big goofy super mutant, I think
Yeah.
would be fun.
I'm not picturing. I can't see it in my head at all. But he does make a fine ghoul by any means.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Then his little operation he has is.
I loved his little operation. It was fun.
Is it? It's fantastic.
The theme of the operation is kind of horrific. Child labor.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean,
But I found myself laughing and then feeling bad about laughing, but it was just so good.
But
But
when
those
you
kids are all just
consider-
out there surviving, man.
the
Yeah.
whole most kids don't make it this far thing
Yeah.
was like it kind of like put one of those like, hey, they're living a life.
Yeah.
You know, in an apocalyptic world where people don't last.
It is true. Like, if they were out in the world, they'd probably be dead.
A lot of them seemed happy.
They did seem happy.
Yeah.
Like they had like a kind of Thaddeus was being a kind of a weird manager, but also like uncle figure
Yeah.
kind of thing going on.
I'd like to quickly point out that here at Adapnation, we do not and will not ever endorse or support child labor.
That's right.
That's
It's just not something we get behind.
No. But in a post-apocalyptic world, maybe we would. Who knows? It's just you never know.
I did say
It's
never.
not just
but-
child labor, though. It's child slave labor. You're
Yeah.
working 22 hours a day.
Yeah,
Well, you
was
got a
some
lot to
long
get done.
hours. That was some long hours.
true. That is long hours. Do you think they're just getting the caps to make him rich, or do you think they're looking for something else?
I don't know. What else would be in the old sarsaparilla bottles? Because I can't think of anything.
Star bottle caps.
Oh, star bottle
I
cap.
don't even know what that is.
Star bottle caps. You collect 50, you get a prize.
Well, I
Do
want
you
a prize.
think maybe that's what he's going for?
I per-
And like caps on the side is also
Obviously.
great.
I like his advice to the one child about not using gloves
That's right. 'Cause
and
Oh, yeah.
using the meat of your hand.
Build
Because
up
I
a big
feel I
ol'
feel that way in real life.
Yeah?
I feel like you lose the dexterity with gloves and stuff, and I'm on board with that. You know, just make you work until you've got nice calluses on your hands.
big dirty calluses.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot to talk about in that aspect, but I don't think that took away from the show like other scenes
No.
have in the past.
No, and it meshed.
Yeah,
like,
and
eventually,
yeah,
so-
that's a lot of. I said earlier, a lot of these scenes mesh together well.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood was a huge part of the show.
What about the Legion?
Do you really want to end with the Legion?
I love the Legion. I don't love the Legion.
Wait.
mind you.
I was gonna say
wait.
Big supporter here. This
I
is
like
what we're here.
I like the story of the Legion. I like the way that they're put together, and I like kind of their thought process, just not their execution.
Okay.
I do appreciate it. I think I said before I appreciate Roman history.
Yeah.
I like the way that people like Alexander the Great. But yeah, I know. But the way that this Legion is doing things is
That's
total-
like anytime somebody tries to express that they find Hitler interesting,
right.
and they're like, "Oh, you like Hitler?"
No, don't like Hitler. Just I like history.
No, I think it's
like
I
history.
think it's fascinating.
How yeah, and we're not going to talk about that. But the Kaiser Legion,
Oh my god.
did that not drive you
that
bananas?
drove me insane.
I do appreciate them calling it out.
Yeah.
And I think Lucy does, and then the ghoul goes, "You're a little loose with this and this," and hard C's.
The Kaisers. I'm kind of interested in what's going to happen with their story pieces, because I'm wondering around like the NCR a bit, because they're at war with the NCR, but the NCR isn't there. So where are they? And then there's these two factions of the legions that are fighting each other.
Over a note that they can't get to.
Right. So I'm really curious as to where that story is going to progress, because we've walked away from it now with the Ghoul and Lucy.
And we've walked away from it with the ghoul giving some misinformation, I'm assuming, and essentially starting that war between them,
He sent the Legion after Victor.
right? Who did?
I'm feeling like the Ghoul, if he was going to give them information on where they were holed up, would have sent them right to that NCR base.
Yeah, but I
that
don't
he's-
feel like he actually gave them the information about the...
Yeah, but there's nobody there, so it doesn't matter. Except for Victor.
No, but he would have told them their actual location.
I think he was trying to imply that he was going to send them to the NCR base with the two people that were left.
That's what I gathered, but then afterward, once they started fighting, I assumed that he didn't give them that information. They give them...
Well, he blew them up.
Well,
Right, but he probably gave them false information to begin with.
That's what I mean. False information would be to send them to that empty bay where Victor is.
Or just to some random other location.
I never thought
That's
that
a little
Victor was in
too-
danger, and now that you're giving me that impression, I'm not...
Yeah,
Cool
I'm
with
worried
it.
about Victor.
Well, I mean, if he sent them to Victor, he's no longer my favorite character.
Why did you just love Victor so much?
It's Victor.
Hey, Victor.
He's right from the game.
Yeah, that's the first time, for the first time in forever. we get something right from like a character right from the game.
Like right from the game. Yeah,
well,
we
no,
don't have
wasn't
anyone
that
else.
Maximus guy the NCR, or not the NCR, but the Commonwealth guy from the game?
Harkness?
Harkness is a character in the game, which is kind of interesting because if it is the same Harkness,
Yeah, because you explained that character as a character that was important by
Yeah.
all means,
well, yeah,
and I don't think he's that important anymore.
he might be.
He got a super sledge to the dome.
He did get a super sedge to the
It's
dome,
game over, bro.
and then he hit the ground.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times you guys watched it, but I watched it again, and I was like, "There's no blood on the ground." And if he's modeled after Xander Harkness from the game, then he's actually a synth.
What do synths bleed?
Nothing.
Because there was leakage on the ground.
We double checked that. No, it might not be leakage. It might be a shadow.
Oh, I guess.
Because if you look above it, there's
how
something
many
on the
times
ground.
did you guys watch?
We
this?
watched it a couple of times. And then rewound it and watched it
I
again.
just watched it the once.
Like, if you really think about it, this guy is a huge actor.
Yeah.
Why would they put him in there for such little
It's
time?
because expensive.
Probably expensive, yeah, but like the amount of money they're putting into the show, I think we're gonna see him again. I think it's gonna
Mhm.
be actual Harkness from the game, and he's a synth.
How long ago was Harkness in the game though? Like,
What was that? Fallout 4 or New Vegas? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But he's a synth, so he's not gonna die. 3.
yeah,
Fallout 3 we
that's what I
saw him.
mean.
So since we're talking about him,
Okay,
do you want to discuss his role in this episode?
sure.
He seems to have gotten under the good graces of Maximus.
And this is kind of what we were talking about last time too, right?
Do you feel like Maximus, after being in that meeting and almost being disrespected, kind of seeing the true colors? And
Well, but now he done messed that up because he may have just started a war. So
yeah, no, I'm clear on that, and I agree with you. But in that meeting, he kind of gets tossed off as like,
He gets put in his place, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
and then ever since then, you can kind of see in Maximus's face that he's not really happy with where he is,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He's very easily influenced,
Yeah.
by the Commonwealth leader,
Mhm.
who they go off, they have a little adventure.
He looked like he was having a good time.
Oh yeah,
I feel
Mhm.
like I would have a good time.
And
if
they
I
do
was
have
doing that.
like the two of them, Harkness and Maximus, have that dude bro energy too, where they're
Yeah,
like fist
yeah.
bumping the goof, like
Yeah.
goofing around and doing the things,
I mean, you get to see some new weapons that might be familiar.
and claptrap.
They
Who's
kill a bot that definitely sounds like Claptrap from Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
Um,
but like a lot of this show just screams Borderlands.
when you could not see the bot, and I expected Claptrap to just come around the corner. I would have been thrilled, actually.
That would have been
Not a
amusing.
good, nice crossover,
Yeah.
right?
Or even
Which
something that
would
was
work
kind of like
fantastically.
looked like
Yeah.
claptrap based would have been fun.
So, yeah, so they're taking out the bot. They're having a fantastic time broing out.
Yeah.
Until the kids are discovered.
Yep.
And Harkness has some different views than Max does.
Yeah.
Well, Harkness is from the Commonwealth, and
We have
like,
rules.
Their number one thing is abominations die. That's it.
Like
There's no
ifs,
gray
ands, or
area
buts.
there.
Do all-
Abominations die.
Do all of the Brotherhood feel that way all the time? though?
No.
I don't think there's all of the
No.
So if the ghoul were to have been there, the ghoul would have been fair game.
Oh yeah, kill him. He's an abomination.
Oh, that could be interesting later.
Yeah.
Down
Maybe.
down the line a little bit.
If Harkness is actually alive.
So I thought to myself, when they started to bro out and stuff, I was like, okay, this is his turn of events where he possibly advocates for the Commonwealth,
Right.
right? And then he puts a hammer in Buddy's head, and essentially he's starting a war.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe his future at the Commonwealth isn't so secure.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Unless it's the synth, and maybe he can turn it around or something. But then he would
Yeah.
have to influence the Commonwealth's beliefs that you got to kill all the ghouls too. So
Right.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
his morals don't quite line up, and that's fine.
Which is fine. Like, I don't know if I could kill a group of ghoul children.
No.
It's a bit much.
Well, even you couldn't?
No.
Because I've seen you play these games. Like,
And I've never slaughtered a child in the games.
that's okay. Okay.
I would imagine not, but I'm not gonna try it, so you'll never find out from me.
Why are those little ghoul children so cute?
I know.
Yeah.
They're so cute. The ones
They
with the
are.
missing noses. Oh,
Yeah, what do
anyway,
we have noses for anyway?
super cute.
For anybody wanting to get some just really good self-esteem, just go to Jen because she thinks that anything is cute.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. If it's tiny, it's
Like if
cute.
you have a nose nowadays, you're hot in her books.
Yeah. You go from cute to hot just with a nose. If I didn't have a nose, I'd be cute.
For you guys.
I'm going home.
So, anyway, if I'm hopeful that Maximus is going to go back and really take control after the little bits of pep talk, even though he smashed Harkness in the head with a super sledge. I'm hoping that he goes back and he really tries to shift the whole perspectives around his Brotherhood unit.
It's interesting when you said take control. Immediately, I thought, like, take control of that Brotherhood unit.
That's great.
Yeah, because what's his face? The leader of it now,
Quintus?
Quintus, seems to be losing control. Why is it that they have so many clerics?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I'm
Because this one is very, like,
religious.
godly.
Yeah.
Okay, which obviously other factions aren't.
No,
No.
I don't think any of them except this one seem
Yeah.
like that. Too many clerics.
That we see. Yeah.
But he seems to be losing control of things.
Are clerics
Mhm.
the same thing as the scribes?
They're similar, but I think they're different.
Scribes and
Well,
clerics?
Yeah.
That was a very
Like clerics
in-depth-
maybe are just I don't
Like,
know.
I'm pretty sure Quintus is a cleric. He's just also the elder. He's in charge of that Brotherhood
He
unit.
sucks.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
bad
I don't
at
like
it.
him. I really kind of hope that Maximus comes back and just shoots him right in the forehead.
I did find it interesting that Max makes the comment, "I could just kill him," and
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was actually.
Isn't that what we do here?
Yeah,
I was like,
Mhm.
oh shit, it's a
I
bitch slap right
the
there.
tension in that room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amping up. It's gonna be good
I think I have more hope now. I think
for the show.
the show.
In general.
it's. I've been watching a lot of good shows lately, and
Right.
I keep thinking back to this show and thinking like, wow, I've been enjoying this a lot less than other shows,
Yeah.
and I can't say that anymore. I don't think.
No, I think it's pushing its way back into my heart.
Yeah.
Right in my heart.
So we finally all agree it's a good show.
I'm not gonna give it a 10. if
I'm
that's
not
what
giving
you
it a
guys think.
10 either.
I'm not gonna give it a 10.
Where was I sitting? Like a 6?
Something
It,
like that.
it went
5?
down to like a 5-ish,
I think I could pull back up to maybe
like a 7-ish.
like a solid 7.
Seven,
But
seven,
I'm not all the way
5.
there yet. You can't just break my heart with those 2 episodes and then come back with one good episode and be like, "Oh, I'm all in again." It's not happening.
Yeah. I think that
Wow,
They've-
you are so hard to please.
you know what though, I'm not gonna come down on them for that though, because like at this point they can't afford to lose people on this.
No, think about all the shows that are out right now that you could be watching. I want this to be one of them
Like this
that
show
I
needs
want to
to
be watching.
stand up to a lot of really great shows that are ending
Mhm.
on spectacular notes.
Oh,
And
Stranger Things.
this is not doing it up until this point, and this is a mild jump forward even.
Do you think it's good enough to be in the Fallout universe?
Up till now, they're just getting back to that point.
Yeah, they're starting to pull back into the flow.
I didn't feel like I was uninterested in this episode.
No.
Even the parts that were more talk points, which I don't have a problem with as long as they're meaningful.
Yeah.
Everything was cohesive. It felt like a proper show. It didn't leave you wondering, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
At any given time. It was just 99% better than the last 2 episodes put together.
Do you think that's maybe because it was less like side stories? You know what I mean? You didn't have so many side stories happening.
Yeah, less wasted time, I think.
One interesting side stories is probably the key factor there. If
Fair.
all of those side stories in those first 2 episodes were really interesting, like it really had a lot of depth, then it would have changed my opinion on the first 2 episodes as well.
Yeah. I think that this would have been a good starting point.
Yeah, this would have been a really good
First
episode
episode.
1.
It would have been solid. Would have been pulling right back in there.
Like
Yeah.
I
Good.
think the last episode you could just write off.
You could.
Honestly, maybe give a tidbit of information on Hank to let you know that he's working on stuff, which you already are under the assumption he's doing.
Yeah.
Like you could have just said, "Hey," you could have had a character mention it and accomplish the same thing. And that's what I think this episode did better is they didn't focus on things that don't matter.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do is just keep on track, I think, and they're going to end up with a fine show.
Hank matters.
Hank does matter, but when you put him in situations that don't matter,
Yeah.
he doesn't matter enough to F with my time.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder why they're pushing this whole mind control thing with Hank when it has nothing to do with the main story. Like, why are they putting so much time into the mind control device and making it smaller? Is that going to matter in the final episode?
I think it's probably going to matter because they've been putting a lot of emphasis on it in general, even
Yeah.
from the backstory parts to now.
The
like, to
problem is
present
that I
story
don't
parts.
think Hank's the one to do it.
No.
They have not portrayed a competent Hank.
Competent, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right.
At this point, Hank he might matter, but to me, he's a joke.
Yeah, they've kind
He
of
ain't no big
played him
daddy.
that way.
He's no
Yeah.
end of season character.
No BBG.
What are we gonna get from Hank that's gonna be over the top, something to overcome? Right now, nothing.
I'm not even worried about Hank. I think they're going to just walk in and straight kill him and be done.
But I wonder how they're going to play that out.
I
Because
didn't-
obviously the ghoul is looking for Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but is the ghoul looking for Hank or is he looking for Rob?
Schneider?
The Rob Co. company. Rob Snyder isn't it? I don't know if this is jumping around or not, and I don't care. But I cannot take Macaulay Culkin seriously.
Oh, sorry.
Same.
Yeah.
He played the part
I'm
well.
fine
He
with
did
him
play
being
the
there.
part well. However,
I
all I can
cannot
see is
not
Home Alone,
see
yeah.
this little kid setting traps.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
and
what they
that's
should have had him
unfortunate.
doing as like a Legionnaire. They should have had him out like setting traps
Yeah.
around the perimeter.
I would have been fine with that, and it
Oh,
would have
that
been
would've
an
so good.
absolutely crazy good reference.
Would have been awesome.
But like, he didn't do a bad job by any means.
no,
Unfortunately, it's just him.
Yeah.
There's
because he
certain
looks
actors
almost the same.
that you
Mhm.
cannot get out of your head, and I cannot take him for anything but a child setting trap.
Right.
Like I can't do it. I can't take him seriously.
If he would have taken off the mask and just kind of
Yeah, if
patted
he
his
just
cheeks
would've,
or
like, held his
something,
cheeks.
just give me a little something. Would have.
Like,
Would've been
but I think they're
spectacular.
trying not to do that with him,
Well,
right?
no.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know if
he
it's
doesn't want you.
possible.
He probably was like, no, I'm not doing any of the gimmicky.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you. I've seen some interviews with him, and he loves the fact that he was that character.
He's a
Okay, well
huge
then.
Fallout fan, always has been.
Yeah, I believe it. And
Yeah.
and again, he did a great job.
Yeah.
It's just hard to take him serious.
It was solid though. It was fun. I like
But
it.
not
It's hard.
complaining that he was there at all.
No.
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 I hope they finally get to see who was supposed to be the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
want that
I
to
really
play
want
out.
to know.
I
I
want
want
to know
like just a little.
just something
something.
quick.
Because
Even if
you-
it's a cutscene thing, great.
You had previously mentioned that you thought that maybe they would play a bigger role.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we're done with the Legion NCR bit.
No, I don't think so.
to me, it seems like they glazed over it a little.
And because Macaulay Culkin is such a big actor, I'm assuming his side wins.
We're already saying these things. Like we already said, oh, big actor, this and that, but it doesn't make it any
Again,
less
is I
likely
don't-
to just
I-
have a
I find,
cameo
like,
either.
Yeah,
It's so
cameos
hard
are where it's at with these big actors.
Well,
And
but
they-
is he really a big actor?
Well, he's
he
a big
is.
name.
big
like,
name.
Even though his general acting
It's
career
one of those-
it hasn't existed since the 90s, but
Yeah.
like,
Everybody
but he's
knows
still
who he is.
riding it,
Fair.
yeah,
right? Like it's one of those actors where it doesn't matter where you come from in life, you just know who he is,
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
Like if Hugh Jackman never played another role other than Wolverine, he would still
He's
be a big
Wolverine.
actor, quote unquote,
Mhm.
because
It's one of those
Mhm.
things where it's hard to not see certain actors as a certain character.
because
Yeah.
going from watching Jackman as Wolverine and then watching The Greatest Showman was quite the shift.
Mhm.
Quite the shift.
Talented, talented guy,
Great.
that guy.
Getting off topic.
Anyway,
We always
yeah.
do.
I think we'll see more of them.
I think we'll see more of them. Obviously, we'll get back to the Hank story and hopefully have some
Yeah, just
meat behind it instead of
the
just
thing
trash.
is that I didn't miss Hank in this episode. I didn't miss him,
No.
No.
and I did not miss Son of Hank.
No.
And they're gonna ruin it by making a whole episode about them.
Probably.
I guarantee it, because there's already cutscenes of their whole travel into the wasteland, or whatever you want to call it.
Do you feel like that's gonna be next episode though? Like, are they gonna give us something and then give us the next episode of just these other side quests? That
All
are,
I ask is
Just
they keep
straight
those
Hank
I don't
portions.
know.
and Son of Hank.
They
'Cause-
gotta keep them short.
If we're going to the flashbacks with Cooper Howard and his wife, they get to Vegas. They get to go see Robert House.
Who?
The Ghoul.
The Ghoul.
Yeah,
Like
okay,
Cooper
yeah,
Howard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like back in the past,
Stop
Cooper Howard and
calling
his
him
wife.
Cooper Howard. It drives
What's his
me
name?
He's
I
the Ghoul.
love the fact that they spent a good amount of time on his backstory.
I love his backstory.
Like he is the character to follow.
Yeah.
And they can spend as much time as they want talking about him and his backstory, and they've been doing it properly.
Yeah.
In this episode, they
Yeah.
did it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this episode had a little bit of action. It had a little bit of the feels.
Mhm.
It didn't waste time on things that were unnecessary, I don't think.
And dog meat got more screen time,
Dog
which is
meat-
important.
Yes.
Is always a favorite for me. So, when he gave him the little warning bark when he was near the NCR, I liked
good.
that.
Yeah.
He's playing a really good role.
Yeah.
That actor is
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal. I know I've seen him somewhere else.
the dog.
Yeah.
I have another dog. I'm naming it Dog Meat.
Great episode. I can't wait to see the next one. I know for sure we're going to see Norm again. Maybe in the next one they're
You
going to
don't see me, but I'm rolling my eyes. I mean, I could do without the whole, from start to finish, that whole storyline. I could do without.
I hope in the next episode we get to see, even if it's just like back in the day, we get to see Robert House. I'm
I
really
think you
curious
will.
about that
I
interaction.
think you will.
You
And
know
I
what I
want
want to
to know.
see? I want to see Son of Hank running into the Legion. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's how much you despise this
Yeah.
storyline that you
That's
just.
all I just want them to be walking and be like, "Hi," and then the Legion, and that's it. And then you don't see him anymore.
I'm
Maybe
gonna,
just hanging up.
I'm gonna ask a quick question. The young lady that was in the robes, or the
The tunic?
the tunic.
Yeah.
Why did she even go that direction?
Yeah, why didn't she run away? Why did she take Lucy there?
Maybe was she trying to gain Grace's back by
I
taking
think so,
Lucy?
because she
Maybe.
left her Legionnaire. So
Right? Yeah,
Mhm.
her Legionnaire was dead. Like we didn't ever see the Legionnaire that took her and the other guy. But
So
at some point he died. And she was
did
then
she know her
roaming
fate
without
by
him.
going back there, or was she just being stupid?
I think she didn't understand what was going to happen to her.
I
I
think
think she,
by
if she
bringing
brought
Lucy, yeah.
that they
Maybe
would,
she
would
would
be in their good graces.
Gain some
maybe,
grace back.
but that's not how the Legion works. So
Just doesn't seem that way.
no,
no.
It's like the polar opposite of the Shady Sands episode. Like everybody's in peace and trying to make progress, and they're just torturing people.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they kind of leave them alone after they conquer, right? That's what,
Like
that's
they
what the Legion
off,
does. They
off and do it again somewhere else.
yeah, so they'll conquer the spaces, like I was saying before. Is they'll just conquer the space, take over. It's their territory now. You
But
kind of
They don't
offer-
leave them in great condition. I'm
They leave them
assuming.
alone.
Yeah, but when they leave, they're probably in shambles.
Well, they might be kind of shambly, but
So.
generally speaking, you're just left to your
Doesn't
own
matter.
devices.
I
and-
got a feeling we're not going to see a lot more from them,
Oh, I don't
which
know.
unfortunately means that they've built up another thing to only let it slide back down.
Yeah.
maybe.
It's hard to see where there's going to be any thing to overcome, because everything seems to go, hey, here it is, and then it's gone.
Well, I kind of wonder a little bit though, because the ghoul at the end is saying, I might have done something really stupid by starting that big war between the two sides of the Legion. So why would he say that if it wasn't something?
That's a great point. But that also leaves me thinking that the ghoul doesn't seem like as big of a dick as he once was.
Hmm.
Like he seems to be more considering morals even,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which
Because I feel like that was kind of a move to help out the NCR in some way, right?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
whoever's left of the NCR.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he is really reflecting a lot back on his past, and I think that's affecting him.
How was the ghoul connected to the NCR, by the way?
Moldaver.
Is
They're
that it?
Friends of some
She
sort.
started the NCR,
Okay.
right? And she recruited Cooper Howard. Now we don't know to what capacity yet,
Right.
He
based on the flashbacks,
seems
but
to be some
he-
sort of a VIP kind of where they're like, hey, he's a friend of the NCR. Like, don't shoot him.
Moldaver recruited Cooper Howard in the flashback.
Mm-hmm.
So who and Moldaver was alive
Mm-hmm.
Before the
200
bombs.
years
Mm-hmm.
later?
Oh,
So
yeah.
she was cryo frozen then?
probably
we're saying?
we don't know how she survived.
I'm going to assume there was some cryo freezing
There's always cryo
anytime
freezing.
somebody's 200 years older than they
It's
should be.
Yeah.
Or a ghoul.
'Cause she's not a ghoul.
She wasn't
Right.
a ghoul, no. I mean, she's
So,
dead now,
Um,
but
yeah.
Is
she wasn't a ghoul.
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know if I got a lot more to say.
No, I think that's pretty much it. Excited for the next one. I think you guys are a bit more excited for the next one than we're for the last one.
Wow, I
think there's
was
a little
almost
more
ready
hope.
to quit.
I know.
A little more hope.
As always, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following the podcast so you don't miss future discussions as new episodes air.